Hey everybody, welcome to Joe Knows Cryptos here. Going to do a video update today. Haven't made one in a couple days, so as you can see, I got my shirt on. I've been painting today. Uh, like I said, just been spinning my wheels. I painted, and all the money I made painting, I had to go and spend on getting my air conditioning checked out because this heat wave coming through my house hasn't been getting cool. So, it's always something. It's always something. But brighter things are on the way. So, like I said, I wait till about a minute mark until I start talking and give people a chance to log on here. Right now, we've got LTC Litecoin Perosi. What's up, brother? How you doing today? Shah Yusuf. Hey, what's up, Shah? Let's see. Same time as Bitcoin. Oh, is Bitcoin Ben streaming live as well? Oh, well, I may not get that many viewers then today because he seems to be the king of the stream. But yeah, I want to have an interview with Litecoin Lisa. My schedule has been so crazy lately. I'm not sure when I'm actually going to have um, a free date, and she has like a calendar set up, so I'm going to have to put something out a few weeks so I can just make sure that I'm free that day. But it's kind of a crazy time of year because my daughter's home from college, my wife is off for summer, she's a teacher, and my son is off as well. So if one person doesn't need a car or one person doesn't need a ride to something, or if I'm not working, it's just it's crazy. But I'll make sure I set that up because I've been wanting to do that. So all right, let me talk about what I wanted to talk about today. And mainly, we've seen the market drop. I'm going to say two things. The first one doesn't really have any substantial meaning to the market drop. The second one does. But the first one is about 2 days ago, I was sitting there and I was thinking of, the prices had dropped, quite a bit. And I don't have a lot of money on the sidelines now, but I was thinking of taking the money I had and putting it in. And I was just like, how you just get like that feeling, when you're in danger or when something bad is going to happen, or when there's bad people around and you should probably leave and get out of the area. Or you also have that same feeling when things are going good and you're excited and hyped and you're looking up and you're smiling. It just, you can't explain why. It's just like a sixth sense. And I was like, I just had a bad feeling about things. And I kind of just sat there and numbers started going through my mind. And I started seeing the market cap go down below 300 billion, down to 270. And I was like, down to 260. And I was like, wow, it can't go much lower than that. And it kept going down. And it stopped on right around 246 billion. Guys, I don't know if that's going to play out to anything. I don't know if that means anything. But I just thought I'd throw it out there since it happened to me. And then it stopped there. And then immediately I saw it going up, and it went up to 480. I think it was 485, right around there. And then it just the kind of, I call it a vision, call it whatever you want, just kind of went away. But maybe I'm a psychic. I don't know. Probably not. Don't put your money on it. Not financial advice, but it's just a weird thing that happened to me. How I started visualizing Coin Market Cap and just watching it roll down and stop and stop and stop and then go up. So anyway, all I'm going to say about that, because it sounds like a bunch of oogly boogly, but I just thought I'd throw it out there because I thought it was weird, because sometimes I get strange visions like that and I can't explain why I get them. But hey, I figure I've got maybe a little bit of an audience here. I might as well throw it out there. All right. So what I want to talk about today is the market going down. And what it is, it's, you had Steve Mnuchin come out and say that, cryptocurrency and Libra is a threat to the dollar. This was not an attack on Bitcoin. However, people in cryptocurrency, brokers, and people that don't want to risk their money, they hear something like that, the first thing that pops into their head, bang, government might ban cryptocurrencies. I'm going to pull my money out because I don't want to risk it, right? That's not what's going on here, in my opinion, at all. This is more of a Libra issue. It's more of a Facebook issue. Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you own Facebook stock, if you think Facebook is a good company, look out for a heck of a storm that's about to hit Facebook. Again, this is not financial advice, but Facebook has been collecting all of our data. They've been videotaping us, listening to everything we say, not only selling our data to advertisers, but giving it to China. China knows more about you than your wife does. And that's sick to say. And you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. But I've heard from good sources that this is what is going on with Facebook, right? They are basically controlled by China. They have the whole social credit score in China. If you have not heard about it, please look into it. I thought it was only 1 million Chinese people were banned from flying last year, but it was more like over 12 million people in China were banned from flying. And you know what it's for? If you haven't heard of the social credit score, they look at your Facebook posts, or Facebook gives them the metadata, is what they call it, and they see your opinion on things. If they don't like your opinion, if you say something against the government, against President Xi, anything against the agenda that they're trying to push, your social credit score goes lower. When it gets low enough, you can no longer have privileges, and it's going to get worse and worse as time goes by. This is the first year they've started it. This is the first phase of it, and they're already banned over 12 billion people from flying because their social credit score is too low. And if you don't believe me, go Google it right now. Turn off my video. I don't care. This is how important this is. Okay. Now, what else affects your social credit score? Well, if you're friends with somebody whose social credit score is too low, that in turn lowers your social credit score. This is what they wanted to bring to America. If Hillary was elected this year, this is what was coming to America this year. Okay. There is a huge communist movement and revolution that's going on, and we are right now in a war. You don't know it, and you don't associate it as war because there's not guns and bombs and airplanes flying over and missiles and things on fire and a body count, at the end of each day. But we are in a war right now. What is the first thing you do when you attack a fort and you get inside and you're victorious? What's the first thing you do when you're in there and you've taken the fort? You lower the other fort's flag and you put up your flag, right? What's going on in America right now? What are they doing to the American flags? They're taking them down. It just happened at an ICE in Arizona agency, and they raised a Mexican flag. I'm not saying that Mexico is the villain here. It's China. It's the whole agenda that's being pushed, the whole socialist, communist agenda that's being pushed. Trump knows this. He's onto it. He's anti-socialist, anti-communist. He is a John Bircher. If you don't know what the John Birch Society is, they're the ones who predicted the whole communist rollout that was going to happen in the future over 40 years ago. Trump is wise to this. He knows Facebook holds an integral part in what's going on. He knows that the Libra coin, if up and running and successful, will be pretty much, let's call it the mark of the beast. We always talk about, is Bitcoin the mark of the beast? No. Could Libra coin be the mark of the beast? Yes, it could. Because even if you're not on Facebook, Facebook has a record of you. Anyone who's taken a picture of you and posted it to Facebook, that's all they need is 1 or 2 pictures to get facial recognition. And then every camera you go by on the street, every time you go in the store and they have a video camera up there, it's all part of a huge system. And if you don't think they have enough storage right now to store every single person in the world's data and have a file on you every second of your life, then you're sorely misinformed. AI is here right now, okay? Artificial intelligence, robots, quantum computing. It's all here. Data is storage is no longer an issue. Okay, they can store now on your pinky fingernail what they used to have to take a whole room of a computer to store information on. All right. So guys, if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't believe what I'm saying, I'm asking you to look up social credit score. China bans people from flying. That's all you have to do. Now, what would happen if Facebook started to control currency? What would happen if you had too low of a social credit score and Libra coin was a coin if you wanted to buy anything online, right? And you wanted to buy something from, just say you wanted to hire a painter, right? The painter would see that you have a low social credit score. And by coming and painting your house, you would associate with that person. So the painter's social credit score would drop. So now that painter is not going to work for you. What happens, if you want to get an Uber and the Uber driver, sees your account and sees, oh, he's got too low of a social credit score. If I give that person a ride, it's going to lower me. See, this snowballs. People don't realize how dangerous this is and how bad it can be in the future. This is phase one of it. It's only a year old, and you can see what they're doing in China already. All I can say is thank God Trump got elected, because if he did not, we would be in so much shit right now, guys, that I don't even know what to say. So when Mnuchin came out and he bashed cryptocurrencies, trust me, he wasn't bashing Bitcoin. He wasn't bashing cryptocurrencies. He was bashing Libra. They want to get Libra under control. They want to make sure that it's done away with. They don't want it to even give it a chance. Now, we all know that Libra would have been good for cryptocurrencies because it would have brought in a whole bunch of new people who did not use cryptocurrencies, who would have started buying Libra and buying Bitcoin. But to me, you know what? I'm fine with it, because what it would have led to would have been slavery for each and every one of you and me. Our freedoms would have just disappeared. Why do they lock people in jail? What is the punishment? The punishment is that they don't have freedom. Without freedom, you don't have anything. And that's the main thing I wanted to say today, that this was not an attack on Bitcoin. This is not an attack on cryptocurrencies. It's an attack on Facebook. It's an attack on Libra. I predict Facebook will probably be broken up. I believe there may even be some arrests. I believe that this will also go for other social media outlets that have a lot of impact, like Twitter's, like YouTube, even YouTube cracking down on a lot of voices out there. You can't, a lot of people that I used to follow, I can't find anymore. Their accounts have been banned, and they've been banned on YouTube. So, guys, America is the home of the free. We're supposed to have freedom. We're supposed to have freedom of speech, whether you like what the person says or not. We're supposed to preserve their right to say it. If you don't like it, you tune it off, you turn it off, and you listen to what you want to listen to. But once you stop people from saying what they want to say, it's a slippery slope downward, because once the powers that be get so much power, who knows when they're going to start turning their back on you and saying, hey, I don't like what you're saying. And who's going to be there to defend you? Nobody. Done. So I'm pretty upset today, not about the cryptocurrency prices, because I kind of anticipated this happening. I just had a bad feeling about it. However, if my vision is correct, and guys, I don't want to say I'm a psychic or anything, but I see a quick turnaround and it goes up into the 480s. But I did see it in my head hit 246. I'm going to go ahead and just read some of these comments real quick. Smash the like. Yeah, please smash the like, guys. I'm a great man. Thanks, Shy. I appreciate it. Hope you feel that way still after my video here today. But I know I might rub some people's feathers the wrong way, but it's just something I had to get off my chest. Joe, what's popping? Hey, Gladden, what's popping, man? Everything's good here. You doing good? Charlie G, what's up? Hey, my brother, how are you? All right. Trump has a time machine. I don't know, man. I think Trump, believe it or not, he's very crass. He's very crude in the way he comes across. He says things that a lot of people don't like to hear, but it's the truth, whether you want to hear it or not, whether you agree with it or not. And I think I think this is a spiritual awakening for a lot of people. They say in the final days, and I'm not saying that these are the final days by any means, but every two people in the field, one will be called to God. Every two women, working in the house, everyone will be approached by God, but one will go. One will go. The other one will reject or stay. And guys, I can't help but feel that's the kind of times we're in right now. It's I don't feel it's the end of times. I don't think it's that far yet because as far as prophecy goes, a lot more still has to happen before that would ever happen. But it's just kind of an eerie feeling in the ear. It's a time to be alive that I think will be written in the history books, that will go down in history, as long as, well, no matter who wins, it's going to go down in history. I'm just hoping it's the good guys that win. Bitcoin is here to stay. All advertising for Bitcoin. Yeah, guys, like I said in the past few videos, actually, I've been saying for the last over a month now, I think altcoins are going to be, except for some, they're all going to just wither away, dry up and wither away for the most part. If they're not on a major U.S. exchange, who's going to invest in them? Now we got good news out there. We got Venezuela, all-time high holdings of Bitcoin. Now, granted, people in Venezuela don't have a lot of money, but it's all-time high. There's about 3 or 4 other countries that Bitcoin holdings are all-time high. We're going to have a lot of exchanges going live soon. We're probably looking September, November range. And I had my father call me the other day, and he's all freaking out because he gave me that money to invest in cryptocurrencies. And he's not used to the volatility of cryptos, how they swing up and down so violently. And anyone who's been in cryptos for more than a year, who's been in it for more than 2 months, knows that that's the way that it goes. If you bought Bitcoin at the beginning of the year at $3,000, and then you went on a retreat where there were no electronics, Wi-Fi, in the jungle, and then you came back today and you saw Bitcoin over 9,000, you'd be jumping for joy. You'd be like, hey, all right, jackpot, tripled my money in 6 months. But no, we're all looking at it at 13,000 where it came down from. So it's all relative. But that's the way Bitcoin goes. It goes up, it goes down. Of course, when there's government news that comes out, it freaks some people out a bit. But the thing with Bitcoin is they can't control it. It's decentralized. And I believe that is why Mnuchin has nothing against Bitcoin and cryptos, especially the ones that are decentralized. They're the people's money, right? They're not controlled by a government, an entity, a big business. And as we can see right now with Facebook, big business is a problem. But guys, I'm going to wrap it up today. When is Back going live? Last time I checked on Back, they were going live in October. And this was about, gosh, I probably checked about 5 months ago. I had signed up for, an account, And they said, we'll let you know when the accounts are ready to go and all this, that, and the other. And, that was last year. So a few, maybe about 5 months ago, I tried to start a new account with a different email address just to see if I could find out any information. And at that time it said we'd be looking to start up in October. So that's from them. That was what was on their website. Now that was also 5-6 months ago, so maybe things have changed. But if anybody does try to sign up for a Bakkt account and they find out something different, please comment down below, or we've got a lot of people on here that are interested in Bakkt, and as well as I am. If I don't hear anything in October, I'll probably get a new email address and try to register again and see what happens. But yeah, Bakkt is going to be big. Hey James, how you doing? James, I'm about to wrap it up here, but guys, please like and subscribe. Kiss your girlfriends, your husbands, boyfriends. Kiss them all. Hug all your kids. Pet all your pets. Unless they're goldfish, then just say hi to them. Don't tap on the glass though. They don't like that, from what I hear. Who knows? Anyway, guys, have a great day. Joe Knows Cryptos. God bless each and every one of you. Signing off.